And we are live. Okay. Good day, everyone. Here it's Joelle, ChainLog analyst. I'm presenting myself in just 2 seconds. So let me get out from here. Okay. I'm Joelle. I have 29 years old. I know it seems like I have 20, but I have 29, more or less. And today we are going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and where we actually should put our targets, so our entries and our take profits, and we're gonna also see where we were last time and what we took out. We took out actually all the Bitcoin. You see yourself right here. We took out all our targets on Bitcoin and got exactly where we would have liked to. So first things first, is not everything you see or hear right here is not financial advice. It's just my strategies that I share along the web to make you know how to put yourself your take profits or your entries, or how to account for that. So let's get into that. Last time we spoke, let's get out with the noise so you get it better. Last time we spoke on Bitcoin, we were on this candle right here. It was last Wednesday at 18 o'clock. So today we were waiting for the new candle, 18 o'clock. For me, it's 18 o'clock. Is 16 UTC because I'm in Italy. So we were here. We got up and we got our target. We got down, and this is the other target. We got it 2 times, so we got down from to the first target, then the first TP, then the first target, first TP, and we more or less got into the zone of this TP a long way, and we got the 100 weekly EMA, and then we fell back, so we got another entry, all the entries till now. So in one day, in fact, we get to the daily now on Bitcoin. You see yourself that we got all the entries in one day alone, and I assessed that this was the point where the price would have find support, and in fact it did. I know that it seems like I predicted something, but actually all the signals were there. In fact, there were a lot of support on all indicators. You see yourself 200 on the daily. There was on the weekly as well. There was on chain analysis support from short to older realized price and 6 or less realized price, 6 or less holders month holders realized price, and there was as well a lot of support from other categories of hodlers and weekly. You see yourself 200 weekly EMA, 26 EMA. There was a lot of thing that was coming in here. Was even the middle RSI. There was a lot of things there, and in fact we did reach for that, and we bounced up very easily. Nothing major until we break through here. At least we need to break through this blue trend line to get above and to get to the 29 30k again, and see if this time we can get up more than the last time here, because actually the RSI got a little bit up and found its support and their mean difference. So today let's get, so if you followed me through this, you would have got in like one day, let's get this, in one day you got 6%. And I just do 30 minutes and 40 minutes of technical analysis every every week, and in 30 minutes I get 6% every week, compounded for 52 weeks, like 100 and plus 200. I should have the present value of this investment, like $1,000 today, maybe will be next year 100k if realized every week and compounded by interest. Not only that, because obviously you would have a lot anyway. Let's get into what could be here the next stop. So let's see if these entries are still viable. So let's get out of all this. 100 DMA and 200 weekly SMA. So 100 DMA is here this week. This was an entry. So if you want to exit, and in fact it did took there, if you want to take this as a take profit, so let's say that this is now a take profit. Okay, so if you want to take this as a take profit, you should put this right here, and you will say why. Because you're actually below the 100 DMA. You see yourself, this is the 100 DMA, this purple line right here, and there is also the 26 EMA, it's this orange line right here, and that's mostly good. Let's see on the weekly. Okay, I wasn't on the daily. Here, if I would have choose, but still it's not on the 100 side. Let me just get where it belonged. So daily, this purple line right here, 100 DMA, is there. So more or less, it's good right here. You see yourself, there is a lot of support from candles. So if you want to, let's get it ATP right now, because well, it will be ATP. And it's above the 100 EMA. There is support here from the price action candles, so we get a little bit back above. On the weekly, we had the 200 weekly SMA that today is at the SMA 26.441. Last week 26.366. So it changed like $80. So next week could be like $80 more or less. So 26.5 here. So yeah, it's still good. It's still good even though I would like to take it a little bit back up because of the fact that we are close to some close on the weekly and some week on the daily. Here it will be the perfect take profit, in my opinion, anyway. But still, it will be the perfect TP. There is a lot of volatility right now. I'm seeing the price jumping from one to another, and we are probably experiencing right now something that's called a long squeeze, because we long squeeze it, we short squeeze it, we are long squeeze it, and now we are actually driving derivatives data, out, and making some cleaning in the space. People that speculate that we actually don't need, but still they are here. I don't recommend anyone to use this speculative method anyway. like leverage to trade. So that is the first. So let's see, 50 weekly EMA, 50 weekly EMA, weekly EMA, where the 50 is here. So I don't know actually with the lower Bollinger Bands if this is still good, because we have on the weekly chart here we have not the lower BB daily, maybe we have the even the middle. I won't call this 50 week EMA anymore. I will call it just middle BB weekly, because there is here weekly, the middle on the weekly. To enter again, we still have this kind of entry, because we have the middle on the weekly, and the middle Bollinger, the lower Bollinger Band is below now. You see yourself, it was right here, but we got this, and the standard deviations moved the Bollinger Bands and opened them, and so we have now the lower Bollinger Bands on the daily right there. And so I will call this lower Bollinger Bands and 50 MA. So 50 MA weekly and lower BB daily, BBD. And this I will call not, just the middle BB weekly as for the entry right now. In fact, you see yourself, let's get out this, you don't need it. So this is the weekly, okay? This is the middle Bollinger Band. We have managed to stay above that, and in fact it's actually helping us staying above. If we fall back down from here, and we have time to close above. If we don't close above and we close below this middle Bollinger Band, we are probably going to make another test of the support at 25k, and in this case I don't know if we can manage to stay above that, because too much support retesting grabs liquidity, and then when liquidity is gone we're waiting for better prices, so less and down from here. So in the case we break down below the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly and close 4 days from now, the next step is to watch where we have again where we have the next support, and this is more or less right here, okay? So we still have the 226 weekly EMA, even if they are actually getting up. So I will take this right here if you want a close entry, but I will get that more or less right here. Just a little bit back above the 26 weekly EMA. Do care if it closes that it will go up, and it will go up like $80 still. So if today is 25.5, to next week it will be 25.6, and it will be more or less right here. So more or less right here, it should be good for you, okay? So if we break down below, as I already said, this middle Bollinger Bands, we have supported these levels on the weekly chart. Let's get it. Let's worst case scenario. If we break through here, from here we have the worst case scenario. You grab like 10 of your 10% or 20% of your entries for the worst case scenario, and you put it right here, okay? So here you have like 1, 2, 3 entry on Bitcoin. You have some liquidity, you get 20, 20, 20, and I will take other 20 right here, and other 20 more or less on 22, 23k right here. But let's see from the candles if this is still right. It feels right to me. Yeah, it feels right to me, but do care for this because it's getting up very quickly, and it could be right here next week, and so better to take advantage of that thing right here. And the last one, the last 120 is I will get it right here on the weekly. So here we have the worst case scenario 26 SMA weekly, and here we have the 50 SMA weekly as of the last one. Okay, and not only that, because here we have the lower Bollinger Bands that are closing in, and low BBV. Okay, on the daily, I would say that if you want a middle entry on these two, and so you don't think we'll get here, I will say you split this 20% onto, so 10% right here and the other 10% right here. Let's call this, let's just write it 10%. So here we have the 200 SMA daily 10%, because we can put 10% right here, and the other 20%, 20%, 20, 20. Okay, so 20, 20, 20, 20, 80%, 90, 100% of our entries, and no more than that. I don't think we'll get far below from there, because if we watch the monthly chart, to get through this, that is a huge support now, we'll need a lot of food. And still, if we manage to get to this point, we have this huge support from here. So 26 SMA I won't get here, because if we break down from there, we have also here the support of the 50 EMA on the monthly chart, and this is a huge support because it's monthly and is a quarterly you say on monthly it's like 4 years, 4 years more or less, because there are 15 months, 48 are 4 years, so 4 month medium. So you support there. I don't think we'll get below in this case, in the worst case scenario anyway. I know it took a lot to me, because now the situation is becoming different, and we need to start thinking about the possibility that we break down below if we start taking down, but I think in the coming month we'll get up. So even if we now are getting a little bit down from here, and that's good, because we watch these monthly candles right here. These are monthly candles that you need a little bit of a drawback, and that's okay to get to above, to and above again. Obviously here there is also the middle Bollinger Bands on the monthly chart, that it's a 29k now, so 29k will be our huge resistance, very much huge resistance. If we can break through that, we have the road cleared for 31, then 33, 34, and 36. That is our 0.5 Fibonacci level. In that case, from here, probably we will not get through 36, not in one month anyway. We are not going to close there. Anyway, let's get into the TPs, and let's see if they are still correct. Okay, so we have the 100 EMA and 200 weekly SMA already good. Yeah, but I would say here that's a good spot. Let's get it a little bit up, and I don't know. I'm thinking about this middle Bollinger Band right here and all the support there is right here. So we probably to have a little bit more movement to that side. I will get it right here, and I will rename it just middle BBD and 2612 EMAD. That's because it will change, but we have to take a little bit up, and 100 is too low. It's going to get a little bit up again, and so probably we are not going to use the 100 DMA to exit, but we are going to actually use this MS right here that you may don't see now because they are back below the candles, but it's there. So we have the 100 weekly and the PA candles then. PA candles that are still good in my opinion. So we'll get there. Okay, 100 weekly EMA right here. Still good. It's right here, 100 weekly EMA. But I don't think if we make it to the 100 weekly EMA, you see yourself, we break through this line right here, and probably we'll go taking the the candles right here as well that are now this has become the upper BBD as well, and only the upper BBD I will say, because the 50 SMA is going down onto the 100 weekly MA. So 100 weekly MA, 50 SMA daily, and 100 weekly MA. It's still good. There is also this trend line right here, so it's really good if you want to. This will be the last TP before getting higher, probably getting to the PAD candles, because when we broke, and I already said that when we broke this kind of trend line right here, we like 90% of the time we make it to the 50% of the height of the trend line itself. So if we got from here to here, the middle it's here, okay. So we get probably to the PA candles, as I already said. PAD candles that are good because they will close a little bit up, but we want to take profit, so we get a little bit down. For me there isn't anything that to change for the other TPs. So let's get into Ethereum. Ethereum that we took from last week. We took just 2 TPs, and then one entry, 2 TPs, 1, 2, taking into account this, 1, 2, 3, 4 entries. We managed to stay above the 100 DMA, and in fact you see yourself 2 times we reached that 100 DMA entry is still more or less good. I will take it a little bit further and put it right here, and the middle BB is more or less right here. Let's get out this. It's more or less right here. So if we all want to enter right now, last week it was right here, but I said to follow through, so you would have got it right here right now. This would have got right here if you followed through my advices, not financial advices as always, guys. I had to say mailers wanted. And so The middle, the D middle BBT. In fact, we actually put it right here. D middle BB. We managed to think about the fact that if we get up, probably it will have gone up and so on. 50D RSI. let's get it. There's a lot of things, and in fact, we have a lot of movement right here. This was a perfect TP, and it's still one of the perfect TP I'm watching right now. On the daily as well, there is a lot of things right here. So I will say we take this take profit. Right now it's a take profit right here, because I know we could see that, but still now it's a take profit. It's not one of two anymore, and now I'm going to explain why I'm doing something like this and moving all the things away. Let me just make it through here. So this is we moved the majority of this because now we have to take profits. Okay, so if we need to take profits, we need to account for the fact that there aren't we need to take profit below our target, and if we have an entry, we need to enter above our target. So I'm moving down here the target itself, because we need to exit at that point. To be more sure we can exit, watching the daily candles as well. So in this case, we would one of the best way is here. As for the PA candle, you see this this low. We managed to stay above here every time we got here. We break. We have a lot of volatility to the upside or to the downside, so it's a good level to make shorts and longs, and every time we bounce off or we arrive at as well. So this is a huge point, and we need to stay a little bit back below if we want to take profit. There's a lot of things. These are just just some of the things. Probably there will be if we watch derivatives that as well, there will be all and volume metrics and so on. Liquidity, we will see that on the order books. We'll have a lot of entries and TPs right here. Long squeeze again here. We are getting long squeezed in live. You see the first target already hit. First target we hit again. Middle BB wick, we got it. Live stream, and let's get into the Ethereum again. So there isn't really much from here to there, okay, but if we want to find something, maybe we can watch the other charts. If there is something from here to there, I don't see really much in terms of take profit. Let's see on the 4-hour chart if I don't like that. Yeah, this is good. There is also the 70 RSI on the 4-hour chart, so intraday in 1 or 2 days we could get there, because we got to the point where we stayed above the 30 RSI on the 4-hour chart. So the next that we will bought will be the daily, and the daily right here is not even close to the 30 RSI, so probably it's far more useful for us to get these take profits right here. One in the middle of these two could be this one, the upper Bollinger Band. So let's get daily upper Bollinger Bands up. 0.786 Fibonacci level is still more or less there. 70 OB RSI, so over both RSI is here. It is gone up obviously, but you should take into account that if the price will go up at the same level, this will go a little bit down. So probably this is a good still good as a point. Upper Bollinger Band on the weekly is still there, and the upper Bollinger Band on the weekly. So these are huge. Take profits still. Good take profits, and I will not change them. Let's get inside the entries. So 100 the EMA entry, we already saw that it's still there. Let's get out a little bit of noise from the chart so you can see better. 100 EMA is good. D 0.382 and PA. So 0.382 is here, so we got a little bit up. PA candles are here, so we got a little bit up again to be sure to enter. And the lower Bollinger Bands on the daily as well. So the lower Bollinger Bands on the daily, it was right here. It's not right here anymore. You can risk it yourself. If you want to enter on the lower BBD, probably it will be better, and it will be less greedy. Or you can try and get this lower BBD in another way. So 102. Let's get this out. Let's get this 102. And let's get 102 right here. You choose how much you want to enter, where to enter. If you want to enter right here for the lower Bollinger Band D, less aggressive, more protective of your capital, or if you want to get in right here to search for a little bit more profit, getting up again. The 200 EMA is still more or less there, and actually this right here, I will get it a little bit back above the 0.382 to be sure, and the 200 as well. So right here, because the 200 will get up. The 200 daily the daily EMA it's getting up really quickly. Yesterday it was like at 1724. Today it's 1726 more or less. So $1 or $2 per day in a week. It will be like $14 away from this target. So $14 away are like more or less here, in fact, more or less. So that's good, so good for us. And the last entry is that there is also the 200, not only the 200 weekly EMA, but also 200 the SMA. As much as good. I can say anything more than that. 26 weekly SMA is getting up quickly, as I already said. So maybe we should change this. This is the last one. 26, that was 1733. Is getting up like $8. So $8 from here. 1741. Mm. 51 to 74 is like $23, more or less 1.7, more or less right here. I will take it right here, okay, because obviously this right here was at 16.5, This right here, the next week was 16.75, so 1,675. So $25 more are 1,700, and in this case it will be right here, but it's too perfect. Okay, it's too perfect, and in this case, you will, to be sure, you would have entered right here. But to be more aggressive and take more profit, you could enter on the way below here, on a little bit back below. I will say to take it right here just to be more protective of our trading. So these are the entries and these are the take profits for today on ETH. Take it down, do whatever, and the same goes from Bitcoin for Bitcoin. To get a little extra, these are the next steps on the weekly and monthly charts. Okay. So I think we'll get there eventually in the coming weeks, months, but still we are here, and until we break through 29k, we are close between 25 and 29, and 25 and 29, and 25 and 29, and we are not moving there. We get below 25k and we range again below to the 24k first, and then 23, 22, and so on, because 23k there is also the 200 SMA on the weekly chart, on the daily chart. You see yourself. We put in fact an entry right there with 10% letting for the really worst case scenario on the 50 SMA weekly and the WB week. The worst scenario is right there. Yeah. So as of right now, these are the entries and the take profits, and I hope you enjoy the content. I hope you are trading very well, and I wish you the best things in life as always, and we'll see you next time.